Viva Las Vegas! Let's take a trip out to Las Vegas for some cactus power available right now without the 18-year wait, right here exclusively at crossroadcues.com. How about this combination? Nice, deep, dark, and rich purple heart nose piece, otherwise referred to as the forearm or the front of the cue. Ebony points, 3 high, 3 low, very well kept cue. Pin number underneath this joint protector right here is pin number 39804. 39804. Southwest cues start at number 300. So that would mean that this was the 98th cue made out of the Southwest shop in 2004. I want to say this to you. If you have been following our business, Crossroad Cues, whether it be on YouTube, Facebook on the Crossroad Cues gallery page, or the website crossroadcues.com, you will know that we have had a recent influx of Southwest cues. Now that has been and is done by design. There's no catch to it. There's no strings attached. One person even put up a comment. He said, I wonder what's wrong with all of these Southwests that people are letting them go. Well, it's actually quite the opposite. There's absolutely nothing wrong with any of these cues. I happen to personally love the way Southwest cues play. I love the fact that they are a really, really, really secure investment, in my personal opinion, based upon the market, the way that it's trending on Southwest cues. Hey, let's face it, one of these days, it might be even harder and harder and harder to get your hands on one of these beautiful, extremely good playing cues. The wait time right now is approximately 18 years. A few videos back, I thought it was like 12 or 13 years. I stand corrected. It's actually 18 years. The reason why I've been very fortunate in being able to pick these cues up, we actually have buyers all over the country and even all over the world for various different cues. And I have been purposely going after really nice and rare Southwests. Number one, they're a great investment, like I told you earlier. And number two, if you're going to play with something and you want something that plays phenomenal, I don't think you can get any better. That's my personal opinion. The Southwest hit is not for everybody. Some people like the hit of a stainless steel joint. Some people like the hit of a, let's say, a piloted pin. This one, by the way, if you didn't know it, it has what is referred to as the big pin, Southwest pin, the 3/811. But anyway, we're really fortunate to be able to get these in when we can, okay? Sometimes you won't see any Southwest for sale, and sometimes we're fortunate enough to be able to pick them up periodically. I do have some others that are coming in also. They're really, really, really nice with various different woods. I will tell you right now, if I had to pick a cue out of all the cues that I've seen, this would definitely be tempting as a keeper right here. And I've got other Southwest that I've said that about, that we've sold, but I'll tell you what I like about this cue. Again, nice dark purple heart up top, ebony points. This is a more expensive combination, okay? So if you're new to the world of Southwests, the lighter wood, for instance, the bird's eye maple, aka BEM, that would be the least expensive of the wood, right? When you get into purple heart, not only does it look phenomenal, and it simply costs more when you order the cue, Purple Heart is known for its exceptional playability. By the way, this cue is uncorked So what you're feeling is the hit of the Southwest Q. You're feeling the hit of the actual Purple Heart on the Southwest Q. Okay, so for instance, if this Purple Heart was cored with maple, you would feel part of the Purple Heart, part of the maple. In this case, you're going to feel pure Purple Heart, one of my personal favorites. I like Ebony. I like Purple Heart. Nice tight form fit linen wrap. Okay, that is looks to be like a black and a gray or a charcoal. And by the way, the veneers, I have not personally seen this exact combination. I like it a lot. You have natural and what appears to be gray veneers. Let me see if I can give you a better perspective here. It doesn't pick up quite the same on camera. It looks like they're more tan. I would say that's more of a gray color right there. Purple Heart butt sleeve. The forearm has no dents or dings. Got a couple marks on the joint protectors. And then the only other real signs of play would be like at the bottom of the butt cap right here. No big deal. So if I had to point out a few marks, it would just be, let's see if I can give you a better perspective here. Nope, can't even see it there. So there was one right there, one right here. I mean, just normal run-of-the-mill stuff for, again, a Q that was made in 2004. Come on, how much better are you going to get? The butt sleeve, that's really dark Purple Heart. No dents, no dings. Just a few marks at the bottom of the butt cap here. What I love about this Q, I love the double ring at the base of the Q right here, okay? So there's various different ways that Southwest does their ring work. Of course, you've got the Southwest rings at the joint and on the joint protector. And then down here, I like how it's got that double ring. It looks really cool. By the way, if you are super, super, super picky and you just want your Q to be pristine or perfect, that would be a very simple fix right there, by the way. If it was me in the present condition of this Q, I would just hang on to it just the way that it is. If I was keeping it or if I was buying it to play with, I wouldn't do anything to this Q other than the fact that I might have that linen wrap replaced with either a leather or a lizard or something of that nature, just because I'm not a big linen wrap guy. Although when they're really tight and formed fit like this, I could actually play with this and I wouldn't have any problem with it whatsoever. But that would be just a suggestion. It's all subjective. Some people like leather wraps and some people like linen wraps. The shafts could use a little bit of a cleanup, but they're in really good condition, especially for the age. The specs, all the weight, everything is in the post, on the post, around the post, somewhere, depending on where you're watching this at. The shafts are pretty darn clean. But they have a little bit of a lift just in the center. I wouldn't define that as a wobble or a warp shaft, just so I can kind of explain my theory on that. When you roll a shaft, let's see if we can pick it up here on camera for you. Let's see here. You just have a little tiny bit of movement, like right in the center right here. Okay, there you go. Just a little bit like in the center, but the actual tip, the tip doesn't come off the table, okay? So for instance, if you were to roll a shaft and it was going boop, 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 that's pretty exaggerated, but I'm just saying if it was going like all over the table, you'd have an issue. So these shafts have a slight, just a little bit of movement in the center, but overall, this Q is in very good condition, and it's definitely one that somebody needs to put in a treasure chest and hang onto. Skip the 18-year wait right now at Crossroad Qs. If you're watching this video, just like all of our videos, the Q may not be available. Our YouTube channel is not always updated, but we do our best job at keeping the website updated on a daily basis. All you got to do is send me a message, give me a call, or you can contact me through crossroadqs.com. I have a very, very good feeling that this beautiful Purple Heart and Ebony Southwest will not be available for very long. Cactus Power at crossroadqs.com.